This is the Professor, CBMD PhD, and today is Thursday, July 24th, 2025. It is 7:38 and 48 seconds, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today's research, UFO Project. So let's hop to it here. One of the most informative sources regarding the conduct of the UFO investigation is a book report on Unidentified Flying Objects, Doubleday 1956, by Captain Edward J. Rappel, who headed the investigation from September 1951 to September 1953. July 1947, the Air Force began investigating UFO reports seriously after sightings by airline pilots, other qualified observers. September 23, 1947, the Chief of Air Technical Intelligence Center sent a letter to the Air Force Commanding General stating the conclusion of Air Technical Intelligence Center that UFOs are real and urging the establishment of a permanent project to analyze future reports. January 22, 1948, Project Sign, popularly named Saucer, established a Wright-Patterson AFB, Ohio, to investigate UFO reports. September 1948, top-secret estimates of the situation concluding UFOs were interplanetary sent from Air Technical Intelligence Center to Air Force Chief of Staff General Hoyt S. Vandenberg. Report was kicked back for additional proof, later declassified and burned. February 11, 1949, project name changed to Grudge because of internal disagreement about the significance of UFOs. Reports were then evaluated on the premise that UFOs couldn't exist. April 27, 1949, Project Saucer report released. About 30% of the sightings investigated to date were said to be explained as conventional objects. An equal number, the report said, probably would be explainable after further probing. December 27, 1949, Project Grudge report released. Explained away all reports of data as delusions, hysteria, hoaxes, and crackpot reports. Announcement that project had disbanded. 1950 to 51. This period has been called the Dark Ages, a UFO investigation. Following the Project Grudge report, the project was not disbanded. The scientists believed this program would dispel any of the mystery created by military security procedures, and also keep the investigation on a scientific basis. The recommendations were not adopted. The panel concluded that UFOs constituted no direct physical threat for national security. There was no evidence of foreign artifacts capable of hostile acts, and no need for the revision of current scientific concepts. The panel recommended immediate steps to strip the unidentified flying objects of the special status they have been given in the aura, a mystery they have unfortunately acquired. The panel suggested an integrated program designed to reassure the public of the total lack of evidence of inimical forces behind the phenomenon. August 26, 1953, AF Regulation 202, issued by Secretary of Air Force, Procedures for Reporting UFOs, Restrictions on Public Discussions. December 1, 1953, the Air Force announced in Washington it had set up cameras around the country equipped with diffraction gratings to analyze the nature of light from UFOs. January 6, 1954, reporters seeking information on UFOs were banned from Wright-Patterson AFB, Cleveland Press. February 23, 1954, Scripps Howard paper said the Air Force had worked out a plan with commercial airline companies to report sightings quickly. May 15, 1954, General Nathan F. Twining, Air Force Chief of Staff, stated, the best brains in the country were working on the UFO problem. Air Force could not explain 10% of the sightings, quoted by United Press, Amarillo, Texas. May 5, 1955, Project Blue Book Special Report Number 14, declassified. October 25, 1955, Summary of Blue Book Report, released to press linked with statement that Air Force would soon have its own saucer-shaped aircraft, the AVRO disc. The AVRO disc project subsequently was scrapped without producing a flying model, reported no evidence that UFOs constituted a threat to the security of the United States. 1956 to 1957, UFOs all but faded out in the news. Queries to the Air Force were answered by a fact sheet referring back to the 1955 report. A 1957 fact sheet stated the unexplained cases had been reduced from approximately 10% in 1954 to 3% as of now. November 1957, when the flap of UFO reports began. About November 1st, fact sheets were issued on the letterhead of the Department of Defense, Office of Public Affairs. These emphasize the percentages of explained cases, and again the lack of evidence of a threat to the security of the country. Note, the reoccurrence in these letters and detailed cases following of certain types of answers given by the Air Force. These include counter the fact and zigzag answers, refers to a fusillade of explanations given for one UFO sighting, e.g., that it was either a balloon or aircraft or the planet Venus. Zigzag answers are those in which the press is given a quick explanation for public consumption. This explanation is later quietly changed one or more times. These techniques result in a sort of patchwork explanation for a given case. If Venus cannot explain one aspect of a sighting, then perhaps a balloon or aircraft can. This video was created for educational purposes only. Codename Will, Professor Christopher Brunette, Leader of Research, Scientist, Ufologist, Psychic, Computer Programmer, Computer Technician, Philanthropist, Writer, Mathematician, Artist, Photographer, Film Producer, Chef, Animal, and Nature Lover. Passion, World Peace. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have an excellent day. This is the Professor, CBMD, PhD, and today's